Hi, I'm Gary the Water Guy, and I own the water store in Midland, Ontario. Today we're talking about how to change the filter in a whole house sediment filter. So, sediment filters come in different shapes and sizes. This is the most common, a 10-inch Big Blue. You can also have a smaller one like this. If there's only one bathroom in the house, you can get by with a smaller one. Or there's also there's longer ones, a 20-inch Big Blue. So when do you change it? Typically once a year, or if your water flow slows down, whichever occurs first. You at least want to change it once a year though, to make sure you don't get bacteria growing inside here. So to prepare for the process, obviously you need a replacement filter, but you also need two buckets. One empty bucket that's going to be used to capture the water that's going to leak out of this when you open it, and another bucket that's half full of soapy water. And the reason you need that is because once we shut all this down, there's not going to be any water flowing in your house for you to be able to get that soapy water to do this job. You also need a housing wrench like this. You should have got one with the filter housing when it was installed. And you also need some clear plumber's silicone grease. Sediment filters you can get polypropylene ones like this one here, or you can get pleated ones like this one here. Again, they do the same job, and that is removing dirt from your water. So to start the process, what we want to do is we want to shut off the water flow coming into the filter housing. So this particular case, it flows from this side to this side. So hopefully there's a ball valve here that you can shut off the water flow. If not, there must be some other kind of valve or some other shut-off. Worst case scenario, if there's absolutely nothing at all, you just shut off the pump. So once you shut that off, I go to somewhere in the house, laundry room, washroom, anything that's nearby, open up a tap and let the water run till it slows down significantly. Once it's slowed down, then I close this valve. So that keeps all the water from draining back from the whole house. And the last thing I do is there's a release on top of this housing here. Push that release, and any pressure that's still remaining in there will leak out before you open this. And I should remind you, if you don't release all the pressure, it's almost impossible to get this open. So once you've done that, then what you would do is you'd position your bucket underneath and then unscrew the housing. So it would typically be a lot tighter than that, but you unscrew it like this. All right, so the housing comes off, and then inside here you'll remove the filter cartridge, the dirty one, and dispose of it. And then what you want to do is that soapy water that you had prepared, you want to wash this out, brush it out, clean it out really well inside, and then also inspect the O-ring. Make sure that it's in good shape, that there's no nicks out of it, it's not pinched, it's not stretched. Once you've done that, then use your clear plumber's silicone grease, not Vaseline, no petroleum type products, because that will degrade the O-ring, but clear plumber's silicone grease, coat the O-ring with that, and that will keep it lasting much longer and also make it easier to remove in the future. And then you'll put your new filter element inside, put it back on here, screw it in, and well, I can actually do that actually. Screw that in. Whoops. Like so. And you want to get it as tight as you can by hand. Okay, make it as tight as you possibly can by hand. And what I usually do is just snug it up a wee bit with the wrench after you've got it as tight as you can get it by hand. Once you've done that, then what you want to do is open up the inlet. Open it up a little bit at first. Just let it slowly fill. You don't want to open it full blast. Okay, so it slowly fills up, you'll hear it filling, and then you'll hear the water stop. Once you've heard that, then you can open up this valve all the way. Now, you'd go to the outlet shutoff, and you'd open that up, again, slowly at first, be a bit of water flowing through, and then once you hear it pretty much stop flowing, then you can open it up all the way. Again, double check to make sure there's no leaks. If you do have some leaks, then obviously now would be the time to fix it. To do that, you'd have to shut the valves and depressurize to be able to tighten it up a little bit more, or apply a little bit more plumber's silicone grease. And then go to, again, the first tap somewhere in the house downstream of this, open it up a little bit to release some of the air. You're going to get some sputtering and things like that, and release the air. Then with the new filter, you want to flush through at least a couple gallons of water. just to let it run until the water turns nice and clear, to make sure you flushed all the fine manufacturing dust from the filter, and then you're done. If you like what you saw today, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Or you can get some more information by going to our website at www.thewaterstoremidland.com. And again, I'm Gary the Water Guy from the Water Store in Midland, Ontario. Thanks for watching.